to this week's BNz World Report. I am your host, Angela Ray, where we will be discussing global topics and events from around the world. Our first story comes to us from BET.com via my BlackBerry. Comes from Charlotte, North Carolina. Police say they've captured the person who they believe shot a 15-year-old girl last week as she waited at the bus stop. Her adoptive brother, aged 36 by the name of Royce Mitchell, turned himself in on charges of allegedly raping Tiffany Wright. Police are calling him a person of interest in her murder. At the time of her murder, Wright was 8 months pregnant, and I'm sure that we will be hearing more on this story as it continues to develop. Our next story comes to us from our website, BNz.com. We all know that DJ Kool Herc is known as the godfather of hip-hop. Well, nobody's actually disputing that, but two young men who grew up in New York as well are also adding their own story to the origins of hip-hop. Hassan Poor and Ron Lawrence, who grew up as childhood friends in Queens, have came up with their own documentary called Founding Fathers, and it actually took the Best Documentary Award in the Chicago Hip Hop Film Festival. And again, you can read more on this story on our website at BNz.com. Our next story also comes to us from the website, BNz.com. 1 million or more rock Washington, D.C. Okay, so if you know anything about American history and how this country was founded, you're all familiar with the Boston Tea Party. Well, groups across the nation have been having tea parties all around the country in various communities. And these Tea Party patriots took to the streets of Washington, D.C. on last week. Now, according to reports, there were thousands of people who showed up, but it depends on the news source as to exactly how many people actually showed up. According to ABC News, they're reporting between 60 and 70,000 people showed up for this rally, and according to the London Daily Mail, they're estimating as high as 2 million. Now you can see why some people are falsely accused. There's a big difference to me between 70,000 and 2 million. However, the people took to the streets. They were upset and they're protesting the big government, some of the excessive spendings, the bailouts, and a lot of things that we've been seeing people protest about in the news. And I'm sure that we're going to hear more from these Tea Party patriots as they pulled in on their Tea Party Express. Our next story, keeping with what's going on in Washington, it is official. Health and Human Services Secretary Sebelius said that the swine flu vaccines have been licensed. Yes, they've been licensed, but we don't know how soon they will actually get out to consumers. Of course, you know, over the past month and throughout the summer, actually, there have been lots of reports and concerns about a swine flu outbreak. So this is definitely good news for many people, parents, adults, people in the workforce, everybody. In fact, one of the hosts for one of our national news shows actually stayed home because he thought he might have the swine flu. Lucky for you, Jay, I don't have any symptoms. Good to hear, good to hear. All right, our last story comes to us again from the BNz website. Coca-Cola is going to grant $7.2 million to the Atlanta University Center. Of course, Coca-Cola is headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia, and they're planning to give $6 million to Spelman College, Morehouse College, as well as Clark Atlanta University and the Morehouse School of Medicine. They will be given $1.2 million to the Robert Woodruff Library, which is on the campus of the Atlanta University Center. And Coke decided that they were going to give this money because they feel that with all of the economic troubles that many people are having across the nation, they don't want any of these young people to have their education derailed. And of course, given $1.2 million to the library will help them upgrade the infrastructure of the library, especially the IT system. And this is the library that houses very important documents, such as the Martin Luther King Jr. papers. So I guess we all, Jay, should have a Coke and a smile and be happy that Coca-Cola is doing something to help our community. Yes, we should. All right. Well, that is it for this week's BNz World Report. For more news that you can use 24 hours a day, please visit the website. And if you have a great story that you would like to send us, if you videotaped it, be sure to send it to the What's Good From You section of our website. Make it a great week. Coke and a smile, be real. And what is it, Coke? It's the real thing, all those. I like to sing a song. I like to teach the world to sing. I'm going to light my cell phone up for you.